Have you ever thought about expanding your businesses abroad? Well, today I would like to talk to you about a certain country that could be the next perfect destination for you. That country that I'm talking about is the Philippines. The Philippines is diverse in culture and its unique destinations, but I would like to talk to you about the business sides of it and give you information about the advantages and disadvantages of starting a business there as an American entrepreneur. The Philippines has always been a very interesting country for me, and I always wanted to learn how to start a business there. So, if you allow me, I would like to give you some information of it. First, I will talk to you about the culture, and secondly, I would like to talk to you about the advantages and disadvantages of starting a business there. And lastly, I would like to let you know about the latest news that's been happening in the Philippines. Well, first off, the Philippines has a very diverse, it's a very diverse country, and it has been influenced a lot by many countries, but at the end of the day, the Philippines feel like they are more in the Western side tradition. The Philippines are very immersed in the Spanish culture, and that makes me happy because that is what I'm from. I'm Hispanic, and so they act more in the Latin way than the Asian way. Even though that the Chinese, Spanish, and Americans has influenced them a lot, but they still keep in with themselves and are more in the Latin way. The Philippines are very family. They're very family immersed, and basically, with that being said, is that they are influenced with what their family want them to do. Meaning, if you're a businessman, typically businessmen, they go to their family for advices, for making decisions, and so they stay together and they work together, and ultimately they're very family orientated. Next, I would like to speak to you about the advantages and disadvantages of having a business in the Philippines. Firstly, having an advantage in the Philippines is that labor cost is friendly, meaning that Filipinos are very skilled workers, but the labor cost is also very good, meaning if it costs you $20 to pay an American here in America, it technically will cost you $5 in the Philippines, because that's how much they typically get paid. Another great thing about starting a business in the Philippines is that their second language is English. So it is very easy to speak with them. So you won't have much issues speaking to your business people, your workers, etc. The disadvantages of starting a business in the Philippines, though, is that many businesses that started in the Philippines are they don't like Americans starting business with them. So what they typically try to do is they try to stiff the competition. By that I mean is that they will try to get other businesses that started in the Philippines by Filipinos not to do business with you. So that could be a challenge there for you. And next thing is that you're an American and you are in the Philippines. So you need to know the cultural differences in the Philippines. So, but that being said, is you need to know the way that they do things, the way their tradition, how their business etiquette is. So, you need to make sure that your knowledge of what their business culture is. The next thing that I would like to talk to you about is the latest news that's been happening in the Philippines. This has been happening for a very long time, but basically is money lending. So what's been happening is that very rich people loan money to smaller businesses, and this is in a illegal way. So basically, they'll give them money, and ultimately, they would expect more than what was given to them. And it's a very illegal thing because it's something that they don't have no permits for. So ultimately, they would extort them out of their money. So that's one thing that you need to make sure you know starting a business in the Philippines, is that there's a lot of money lending and extortion happening in the Philippines. Well, with that being said, with that all, let me give you my conclusion of starting a business in the Philippines. Remember that starting a business in the Philippines for a foreigner is a great thing, because the Philippines want you to work there, want you to start a business there, want you to grow their economy. But with that being said, you need to know the diversity in the Philippines, and the business side, the culture side of how they work. But if you learn that information, you know that the prize and resources in the Philippines are there for you, and the government helps you. So that's something that is, good to know. But with that being said, there is corruption in the Philippines, so you have to keep in mind who you do business with, who is doing what, and if they're doing it legitly. Well, thank you very much for having your time, and hopefully I gave you enough information about the Philippines. Thank you.